Mhm. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
And here's Batistuta. We expected better, and so did he. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Donadoni, looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mohamed Salah might be danger here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Has a shot! And he's done it! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Smoothly does it. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Picked out brilliant. Donadoni! Oh, brilliant from Donadoni! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
New Mexico are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
It's roll! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hazard with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Lam.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Donadoni. He's had it taken off him. Scholes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hazard. And this is Owen. Is there any support? He might not need it. Real chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, this looks sharp. Donatoni. Mohamed Salah. Oh, cracking ball. Berry. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's gone for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Scholes. Raul. Now Gilberto Silva. Rudiger. And it's Rudiger. And Serginho. McTominay. Now Gilberto Silva.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Baresi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Terrific header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
Van Dijk. Lahm. Pirlo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. McTominay. Serginho. The message is clear. None shall pass. Oh, that's fabulous. McTominay defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now he's got space here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hakimi. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. That's good play. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Donatoni. This is promising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Scholes. And it's Hakimi. And here's Owen. And it's Serginho. That's gone loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Played into the box. Tries to get it clear.
Milan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And this is Batistuta. Mbappe. And here's Donatoni. He's Mbappe! Oh, off the bar. Shot a goal. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
And here's Owen. That's a good ball out wide. Hakimi. Now it's Raul. Rice makes the interception.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. Tries to pass it through. He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's on it. Can he get away? Elects to cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Oh, it's played into the area. And he's heaved it away. And that's it. Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. But after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Applies the finish. Oh, it rattles the bar. Batistuta. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Nice control. It's Salah! They've scored! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Al Hilal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Quarter of an hour played. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a throw. Neymar. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Donatoni. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Donatoni is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Donatoni. Now it's Batistuta. David Villa. Oh, that's a key interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, nicely intercepted. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Makelele cuts out the pass. Now, who's going to be first to this? So, can he finish?
Mbappe really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Donatoni. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Thuram. Costa Curta. Now that looks a decent ball. He looked... And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's picked it up out wide. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. Donadoni in acres of space out wide. Costa Curta can get it clear. Well seen, saw that coming. Goes for goal! Corner number 2 then. And it's Thuram. Pirlo pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Big header! That's a decent clearance. And he shoots! Just off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now. Al Hilal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. There will be a throw-in. Very much into the last knockings. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's managed to get free. And Batistuta! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Real chance! And that is wildly off target. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mohamed Salah taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Pedri, Figo, Mohamed Salah, Batistuta, now Salah, Raul, nice try, but he wasn't buying it, plays a sharp little ball here, Bernardo Silva going full steam down the flank, and that should get the job done. He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Zanetti. In with the challenge. And it's Soboslai. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Haaland. Beckham. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Soboslai tries looking up for options on the left. Raul. Pirlo. Beckham. And it's Beckham. Figo. Well, they've got it again. Can he get on the end of this? Wriggles his way through. That's very neat. Beckenbauer. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good alertness. Now it's Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through. Van Dijk. Out to the left it goes. He's picked his way through. Cross. He's having a shot! Soboslai. And he welcomes it in. Great chance! It's in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Van Dijk. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Besiktas are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Nicely weighted ball. And that is a little under. That could spell trouble. Picks out, shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is a brilliant interception. And he's opted for the long pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Mbappe! Yes, he's done it! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He might be in here. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And that's been won straight back. Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Batistuta. Batistuta is flagged offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Great vision. It's a promising position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he cuts out the supply. Threads one in. And it's Salah! Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. Ball on the spot. Can he? What a save by Diogo Costa!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. And here's Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. Now, can they get him away? He's having a go. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has...
Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Baresi. Batistuta. Pirlo. Mbappe. Distributed tidily.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Donatoni. Now Pirlo. And here's Batistuta. Oh, well played, well played. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Batistuta, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Now it's Batistuta. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And we have our very first corner. It'll be a throw-in. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Pedri conjures time and space where few can.
Toyama are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Donatoni. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. He's gone for goal! Oh, crossbar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lam. Thuram. Pedri. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Davids cuts out the pass. Donatoni driving on and making good progress. And pressing tin. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the action is back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Mbappe plays a sharp little ball here. Donadoni, and he's managed to get free.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Nicely shaped ball. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Pirlo. Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Pirlo with the short one. Has a shot! They've done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Batistuta. Mbappe, he's going for goal! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Toyama are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Mbappe! Time and again they are repelled. Mohamed Salah is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
New Mexico have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And he can clear it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe. And he's had a hit. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Pirlo! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Toyama really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah, well...
Oh! Lacking in accuracy. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, look at the space here. And he's heaved it away, and it's been given away. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Thuram. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Pirlo looking to play it into the box. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Corner number 3 coming up. Chance! They've scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that is masterful defending. Very nicely done. It's Salah! And with that, the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Toyama desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.